Wow.
So, and some people even have an extra $30 of a coupon in their pro membership coupons, so they can get it for like $360 cash.
Wow.
But I'm just like so salty about this whole thing that happened, and I'm like, dude, I called 4 different people. Like, this is how aggravated I was. I called 4 people. They all told me everything's fine, everything's gonna go through. You'll get your game. Don't worry about the emails. Ignore the emails. When I call the 5th person, I'm like, dude, what? Why are you telling me this now when I talked to 4 different representatives and nobody told me this at all? 4 different days. I just.
All right, I'm live.
Oh yeah, I'm already live. Yeah, I've been live. Welcome everybody to another episode of Crafting a Chat. It is October 8th, Tuesday, October 8th. We are almost to the end of the year, folks. Only 2.5 months left till we get reach the end of 2024 and make our descent into hell, which is 2025.
Wow.
Yeah. We got a jam-packed month this month for games. This week alone is 3 very big releases that have scored pretty well this week so far. So, yeah, we'll probably be busy with gaming news this month or so. But we have Adam here. Decinoto's here in spirit. I don't know where Kevin is. He probably got in a car accident and died. And I'm here, Genesis. Folks, how we doing tonight? How we all doing? How we feeling?
Pretty upset Kevin died.
What did I do?
Genesis just said that you were in a car accident and died because you didn't answer. So he asked how we were, and I said I was sad that you died.
No, you wouldn't be sad. Come on, you'd be celebrating.
Oh, no, I'd be the most upset because I just lost my best, game buddy. I wouldn't have anybody to play Remnant with anymore.
No, you'd move on.
You wouldn't have anybody to wait on you as you try to make a new class in Remnant? That sucks, man.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. It'd be awful.
Thank you, Adam.
So awful.
You're welcome, Kevin. I got you. It's crazy. Damn. It's going to be crazy when you ask somebody a question and then nobody explains that they've been explaining the same thing over and over and over for the past 3.5 hours over 10 nights. You know? It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm going to ask... What? I ask questions that somebody has already explained?
No, that can't be possible.
What have I asked?
I don't know.
I didn't ask you the DMV thing. I realized I asked that a few times. I haven't asked that question in months.
Can you play Warzone?
No, it was you play DMZ.
The DMZ, that's what it was.
PTSD. No, it was Warzone, but okay.
Oh, it was Warzone. Yeah, okay.
No, it was DMZ. I asked him to play DMZ.
No, you asked me to play DMZ. That is correct. But I don't know how many times we came in and I was like, Kevin, have you played Warzone?
Oh, yeah, okay.
This guy doesn't even remember what he asked.
Listen, man.
He blacks out every time he opens his mouth. When he opens his mouth, the freaking power shuts off in his brain and he blacks out.
All right. I feel like we
you.
started too harsh for Genesis. We started too harsh for Genesis. Genesis, we're just kidding. It's all fun and games.
Turn now.
It's all fun and games. Kevin's not dead.
No, I know. No, it's only when I go to hang myself, then everybody will be sorry for that. Anyway, so,
You ever seen the Whitest Kid You Know sketch where the one guy's screaming, I'm gonna hang myself, and then he hangs himself, and then they all turn around and they go, oh shit, he actually did it. It's very funny.
That's probably gonna be pretty accurate on that one. Alright, well, without further ado, let's get the show started. Gentlemen, what did we all do last week? Anybody want to start us off? Kevin, you're up. Let's go.
What?
What did you do last week, Kevin? Tell us all about it. Yeah, tell us all about it.
You know what I did last week?
What did you do?
Fucking nothing.
No, that's
I played Remnant 2 with Genesis over here.
Till 4 a.m.
That's all I did.
Played Remnant 2 till 4 a.m. and we fucked Alexis Torah in the ass. That's what we did.
Who?
a god in the game.
Desinoda wants to know so he can look it up.
Yeah, no, it's not some
What
big
kind of
booty
ass are we
Latina. No,
looking at
it's
here?
not that. No, it is a god that is in a
Very
in a-
black hole one.
Yeah, a big black hole that's in a diamond.
Hey, sometimes that's good.
Whoa.
Sometimes that's good.
Yeah, that was like 3 hours we went last night for like 12:30, and I was like halfway through. I'm like, Kevin, I'm tired. He's like, No, you're not. Shut the fuck up. Let's go. I'm like, okay, all right, let's go then. Okay. Coolios. Anything else, Kevin? No? Okay. Adam, go for it.
Great. I'm gonna start with the shows first.
Yeah.
I did. I started watching the show called Nobody Wants This. It's a new Kristen Bell, Adam Brody show that's on Netflix. It's like a romantic comedy. It's 10 episodes. I only watched 2 episodes. I like it a lot. I think it's very funny. I will continue it. I'll probably finish it before next podcast. There's just other stuff I had to do. The other thing I watched, I've been watching the new Love is Blind season 7.
Ah. Nice.
I'm not fully caught up. There's one more episode that's currently out. Basically where they're at in the show is they're out of the pods and they just started their honeymoon. I think the couples this season, I think they're kind of boring. There was one that was kind of interesting, but I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail for Genesis and his wife, but there's just it's just, I don't know. After the UK version, I'm just like, it's missing something. But at the same time, I also thought the UK version was kind of boring. It just hasn't been like gossip. There's not been a lot of gossip. It seems like everyone's getting along to a point. Like, I don't know. I just don't know, you know? What else? What is it? Okay, weird. I watched Penguin. I'll talk about that more when Desinodo talks about it. But I'll say that it was my favorite episode of the season so far. Which is crazy because of how good the first episode is and how good the second episode is too. But yeah, it's my favorite episode of the season so far. And then game-wise, I think I played Last of Us Part 1, but not much. I don't remember where I was at last week. Currently, Joel's hurt and Ellie's kidnapped by David. I might have already been there at that point though last week. I don't remember. Because most of this week I've been playing Dreams. Yeah, I think so too. But mostly this week I've been playing Dreams. I think last week I was level 28 still, working my way through, and as of 10 minutes ago, I have Platinum Dreams. For the love of God. It took forever, but I will say, the last, 5 hours or so, to get, to go from, late level 28 to through level 29 and 30, it went so fast because I want to shout out 3 games. I don't know the names of them in Dreams. One of them, if you load up Dreams, it should be on the front page because a new level was just added. But you join in and it's this first person shooter. You're kidnapped by these cult members and you're about to be sacrificed, but then you escape, get a gun, and then it's just an FPS, kind of like an old school, I would say not Doom but little Doom-esque, but it's very much slower. But you get 4 different weapons, you get different power-ups. It controls pretty darn well. It's 3 levels, and playing through it, I literally played through it. Was it Saturday night? You and Kat were playing Genesis?
Oh yeah.
I was playing it all
night.
that night. I literally only played 1 game in Dreams for a day and a half. In my time in Dreams, because it was just so fun. The levels were kind of long, but they were engaging. The story was kind of neat too. It was so good. And then I finished it and I was like, damn, and it's a to be continued, and it seems like they are making more. So I'm like, damn, that's why I didn't even delete Dreams after I platinumed it. I'm like, well, I might go back for that. Then there's another game I played where you had to race a car, but the car was a little different where you get a boost, like in many other car racing games, and you're kind of going on tracks, similar to like Trackmania, and you have like the control of the car in the air, and you have like L1 and R1 act as your bumpers to like roll your car, and then using the control stick while you're in the air also controls the car in the air and like puts out like there's clearly like it's supposed to show like wind resistance, so you're supposed to guide your car in the air and when it's on the ground. So there's points where you're flying and you have to like do like a 90-degree turn to get to the next checkpoint that's on the ground. So you have to get real good at it to get like to kind of maneuver all the way through everything, and it was just a lot of fun. I didn't play that one for super long. It was a little difficult, I won't lie. And then I just played like a really artsy fartsy type of game, and it was called My Creation 18/9/2024, and it was like going into literally a first person game. You're walking and you go into this beautiful environment, and then it's like you're going down the throat of like a monster, and you go down it, and then when you're down there it puts you in another level called the same level name, but it's a different environment. Like this time it was a cave, and then you're walking through that, and then the music was beautiful, and then the colors were crazy. At one point I was in outer space, and then I was in a coral reef, and then like it just kept going, and I was like, this is insane. And then it looped back, and I was like, holy shit. Like I had no idea it was gonna do that, and I was like, does this just go on forever? And it does. And it was like one of the reviews for it was like inspiring, mesmerizing, a dream I'll come back to, and I totally agree with everything there. It was like just really cool. Um, but yeah, Dreams. I'm telling you, if you haven't gotten it, it was on Plus at one point. You probably still have it. So get in there, try a couple games out. Racing games. There's a lot of puzzle games. I was doing the Media Molecule Trend level, which is like a little train game you do. There's just a lot of interesting stuff with Dreams. Just a lot of fun. I'm not a creator. I'm a player and a curator, as they called me, because I did a lot of reviews and stuff, and I got a lot of upvotes on my reviews. But yeah, Dreams.
Alright.
Love Dreams. 152nd platinum. I'm finally done. Can't wait to play more, if I'm honest. So I'll keep it installed, and I'll still pop in every like month or so just to see what the hell's going on in there.
Cool. Okay. Alright. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, Destinato, you're up.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy. I was so happy last week.
Now you're not.
Now I'm in the middle. I was so happy because one of the most anticipated anime adaptations came out called Uzumaki, and I was going crazy with praise at how beautiful that show looks. And episode 2 dropped. And from the news I've been able to catch the last couple days, it looks like the production crew was swapped. People who made episode 1 did not make episode 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Seemed like the staff got fucked over by somebody in the company, presumably Adult Swim, their production company, or whoever they, got to or hired to do this adaptation. And episode 2 is bad, quality-wise. And I'm seeing the pacing issues that somebody spoke about in a YouTube video I watched earlier today. Mostly the fact that they kind of treated this after episode 1, even in episode 1, but not as bad. They treated it as like like a standard Hollywood jump scare oriented show where like they just throw a bunch of gruesome shit in every episode at you one after the other, and you're supposed to be frazzled and just feel like disgusted because of the creatures and the drawings that show up in Junji Ito's work. They're so unsettling, and man, they were throwing all these things into the episode 2. For example, in episode 1, this one kid would come in late to school only on the days it rains because he was slowly turning into a snail.
He gets slower and slower every day.
Yeah, he was getting slower and slower, and he was like oozing liquid, and eventually in episode 2 he becomes a snail, a full-blown ass snail. After he walks into school the one day and his back is like kind of like completely swollen and like it looks like it's turning into a shell. Then I don't know, a few days after that he comes back and he's a snail crawling up the side of the building.
That's cool.
The main girl, Kirie Goshima, the main girl, her hair starts curling up into spirals and it becomes this entire spiral mind-controlling entity. Another kid turns into a slug and starts mating with the other dude who turned into a slug, and then they have slug babies in eggs.
Man, it must be nice to do so many drugs like that and just make these ideas.
Another girl who had long hair got jealous of Kirie because her hair got long and turned into spirals, so she made her hair long and turned into spirals. Then they had a hair battle outside the school.
I wonder how much heroin you have to take to get to this point.
It's not even that though. It's like they like these ideas. I don't know how Junji Ito comes up with this stuff, but they just kept throwing one after the other in a 28-minute episode. There's so many things that they threw in there that have no context. You don't know why it happened, and it's just happening one after the other. They go into a lighthouse towards the end of the episode. It turns out that lighthouse actually incinerates every single living organism in the lighthouse from the top of the lighthouse down the stairs all the way to the ground. And then I don't even know what happened to the people who went up the lighthouse because they just cut out to a fucking black screen after that. They showed the town and the main girl's like narrating, oh, blah, 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 the town. Something with the town. So I was pretty disappointed. Like a lot of other people who voiced their opinions online, quite frantically, I might add. I sent a tweet earlier in the day into the group chat showing a couple examples of the completely different art style they ended up using in the second episode compared to the first. I mentioned that the second episode looked like some random, poorly drawn Adult Swim cartoon that plays at 4 a.m. during the weekdays. And episode 1 is a fucking work of art, visually. So, I watched 2. I'll probably watch the rest of them. Not very excited anymore. Which sucks. Because this took 5 years to come out since it was first announced. It kept getting delayed. And it seems like they probably just made all the episodes in the past, I don't know, 6 months. Maybe that. Maybe they took 3 years to make the first episode. Or 4 years, and they took the last year to make 3 20-minute episodes. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Some shit happened behind the scenes, and it sucks. Because every time this fucking happens with Junji Ito stuff, it just doesn't go well. like any adaptations, cursed from his work. Yeah, so moving past Uzumaki, got to watch third episode of Penguin.
Whoa!
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Some oh man, some crazy character developments, plot developments. Oh my god. So much shit happened
So much.
in this one episode.
Now, do you understand why it's my favorite episode?
Why don't you go ahead and explain?
Okay. I'll explain. So this show so far, there's two main characters. Well, there's a few main characters, but the two like that take center stage most of the screen time are Penguin himself and this kid Vic. And I mean, obviously, we can fix her. Sophia, she's also in this one. Also the titslets. Those were great on that dress she was wearing. The little with the windows on her boobs. Well, I don't know what the hell that dress was in the nightclub with the triads, but I'm down for it. I don't even care. I called them titslets when I was watching the show, and I was like, I gotta bring that up on the cast. Respectfully, by the way. But Vic is so
Just call them
Penguin.
what they are.
No, yeah, I know. But Penguin is you're supposed to in the comics. Penguin is this character that is vicious, mean, but also the best boss. Any person that works for the villains, they typically have they talk and they go, which villain would you want to work for? And the answer for most people is, if you're going to do grunt work, do it for the Penguin, because the Penguin is like one of the nicest bosses. Like, he's not rude, he's not holding anybody hostage. Like, he's a little weird, but he's not the Joker. He won't kill you like the Joker or the Riddler or literally Two-Face. Like, the Penguin just doesn't do that typically, and he typically rewards people who are good employees. And the show is so far nailing that, and this episode highlights that. So the Penguin, and then when Johnny Vitti calls him the Penguin and he fucking snaps. There's just so many good moments in this episode with the Penguin being the Penguin and him just being like, I'm not just a mafia guy, like, hey, it's not just a mafia show, it's a Penguin show. And when he gets emotional with Sophia at the end, just talking about like, yeah, I screwed you over. I don't regret it because look what it got me. May not seem like much to you, but this is everything I wanted, and I still want more. And it's like, holy shit, like the tears are welling up in his eyes. Crazy.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Sophia's actions in this show, just in this episode alone, were so good. Like, she's kind of playing like a side character, and especially in this episode, just sitting back watching the Penguin do his stuff. But when she's given that speech, and then it's just having the PTSD flashbacks for Vic, and it just explains like, how good is this drug? It worked on her for 10 years. How good is this drug? This family, these people in Gotham, were absolutely destroyed by what Riddler did. And that's one of another reason why I think the show this episode was so fantastic. It made the ending of the Batman feel even stronger, because you could say, hey, yeah, that flood's terrible. From the perspective of how this episode opens, it is horrifying what those floods were like.
Shit.
It is absolutely horrifying, because Vic, his family, was absolutely decimated by this flood after Riddler blew up the floodgates.
Just like the tsunami coming in to the city,
it is
taking over buildings.
And it's crazy how the Riddler was like, hey, I'm getting back at the corporate elitists, but the only people he screwed over are the poorest of Gothamites. Like, it is absolutely insane. And I in this episode, I also realized that kid that was killed was friends with Vic when he was young, like back in the day. That kid that Sophia shot in the head, totally forgot about that was Vic's friend, because he's on the roof in the flashback, and I'm like, oh shit, Vic doesn't know.
Squid?
Yeah, Vic doesn't know that he's been killed. Vic
I was
has
wondering
no
who that guy
idea
was.
that Penguin and Sophia like is involved in that kid's death. And then just everything that happens in this episode is so good that it just cements everything I thought about this show, and it's just like, it's by far my favorite episode. As much as I love the first one, as much as I love the second one, this one just, it nailed everything from the PTSD to, is Roxy attractive? I don't know what's going on with her. Every time I see her, I'm like, I don't know what's
She's
your...
interesting.
She's there's something, you know? But like, there's so much in this show that is just absolutely fantastic. From the writing to the acting, everybody's performance still blows me away. Especially in this episode, I really noticed it with Vic, where he doesn't stutter like when he's talking to his family until his dad brings up the friends, and then he doesn't stutter when he's with, or barely stutters when he's with that Graciela, and then like when he's telling that story to Penguin about how he gave the cop money, no stuttering. And then the waiter comes over and then he starts to stutter. And it's like, what the hell? This man is going to get over that. And his dad's going to be even more disappointed in him. Like, I feel like he's Jesse from Breaking Bad, where I like him and he seems so innocent, but he's just going deeper and deeper into this world.
Yeah.
It is just, great episode.
He makes that choice to go back instead of separating and going with the girl.
Yeah, he's wanted more. He's always wanted more. Even in that little flashback where he's talking to his dad, he's like, well, you should get more. And the dad's like, no, what I make is respectable. Like, I don't need to make more. Like, it's a spy. And I'm like, dude, like, come on, pump up your income a little bit, you know? Move out of this neighborhood. But at the same time, like, I respect that. But he's like, no. It's just, it's crazy. It's just crazy how much character development was in this one episode.
Yeah.
And how everything just interconnects. Just,
like
that
even
speech.
Sophia.
Yeah.
But now they kind of just fucking left her there, so...
Yeah, I know, I'm like...
I don't know where that's gonna go.
So, is she gonna be... is she gonna be like... Oz, why was Sal's wife talking to you? Why are you working with? Yeah, what the hell is her reaction going to be? Is she going to be kidnapped and he's got to save her? I have no idea what the hell the next episode is.
Yeah, I mostly skipped the preview to go to the behind the scenes thing, but I did see one like frame of Sophia, but I don't know where the fuck she was.
Yeah. I have no idea. Just wild stuff. Great show.
And they wouldn't kill her or anything right away.
They better not.
So, yeah, that'll be very sad.
I can't wait.
I also just looked at that episode again. I saw the dress that you were talking about very nice.
Yeah. You see why I called him that now, right?
Slits.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know, I didn't notice it the first time when I was watching.
Oh, I noticed.
I think I was just too focused on her talking to the
Triad guy?
Yeah, the Triad guy. And getting him to understand the deal and what he's missing.
Even their dialogue was so good. Even theirs, like,
yeah.
And then when she's explaining everything, and then Vic is just going through PTSD, like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's wild, absolutely wild. What a show.
I thought something really bad was gonna happen when he spilled the whole bag of stuff on the floor, but nothing really happened. The Roxy girl just helped him pick them all up.
I gotta be honest, I did not expect Roxy to be like, oh, I'll help you pick those up.
Yeah.
I don't know. When they first introduced her, I still want to know what the cake thing's about. But when they first introduced her, and it's like, she looked at him and she's like kind of interested. And then in this episode, it's like, oh yeah, she actually does seem interested in Vic. And then
Yeah.
she's like dancing and like, come on, dance with me. And then he like starts freaking out and then drop shit. And then it seemed like she actually cared about him too. Like that she helped him pick it up to like cover it up so like he doesn't get in trouble. Oh my god, how could
Yeah.
I forget the fucking speech between Vic and Penguin in the bathroom?
In the bathroom.
And Penguin's like, you think hanging out with me, that's what you think? It's like I'm holding you hostage? That's what it's like to be in a room with me? Like he feels so betrayed. But at the same time, I
At
also
first,
kind of thought he was
yeah.
like I don't
At
know
first,
when it ended.
it was like clearly like that was the position he put Vic in,
Yeah,
and
but then he
maybe
paid
he
him.
didn't. Yeah, and then maybe he didn't realize
It's
at
just
first. I don't know. Maybe
yeah,
he just doesn't see it that way, even though it was clearly like, oh, you helped me bury this guy or you're dead.
yeah, yeah. And then he puts the gun up to Vic's head, and then Vic admits that his dad would be like just so disappointed in him. And Penguin's like, you want this fucking life? Well, guess what? You already got it. Like, you want to die in the
The
glades and not be
hardworking
remembered?
man
Yeah, like,
does not succeed in the world.
yeah. Because the world is
Like,
shit. Oh, just, it's so good. I mean, that happening, and then him just sitting at the bar alone, and then going outside for Sophia, and then having that other conversation I talked about. Like, oh my god.
yeah,
Colin
that's
Farrell.
better.
What the hell, man?
And then you see him in the behind the scenes, and he's back with his fucking accent.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little Irish guy just talking away. Like, oh, you know, I wanted to play Oz with a little bit of heart. What? What are you doing here? Get out of here! And he talks to Oz and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Oz." Like, what the fuck is this? When he's shoving that phone in Vidi's mouth.
I was wondering what the fuck he was shoving in his mouth. I'm like, oh, it's a phone.
Yeah, when his, like, we only keep you around because everybody knows what you are. You're just the penguin, and like, and it's like, oh, you fucking want to do this. And Sophia's just watching nonchalantly, like,
I felt like she was like, oh, okay.
okay,
He's
I don't
actually
think he'll
doing
kill him.
something
Yeah.
about this.
But every time she referred to him as working for her, he was, ooh, there's a look in his eye. Great show. Can't wait for next week.
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
All right. Anything else?
I rewatched Superbad again because I felt like the last time I was just listening and I wasn't actually watching, so I watched it this time.
Okay.
So that was fun.
Still good.
Yeah, it'll never get old. Never. Never ever. Don't think there was anything else.
No?
Yeah, I think that was, oh, wait, I watched, I watched one episode of Wise Guy. It's like a little documentary thing of The Sopranos. Where the one guy, the director gets interviewed by this one dude. And he talks about his whole life and everything he's done and whatever, all the stuff that led up to starting The Sopranos, how he found each and every actor, and it's really insightful. Very good watch. You also get to see all these snippets of the actors, just answering some questions. Not in like an interview format, but them just answering things. or just like talking about how they auditioned and how it all went and how they felt about the show and all this stuff. James Gandolfini does show up there too, even though the documentary is like came out this year. So I'm guessing they had some old footage from before.
Probably.
But yeah, pretty cool to watch and see all the different actors and actresses who were in the show, and how they talk normally without their Italian accent. Especially James. Oh my God, he sounds so different when he's not using that accent. It's crazy. um, okay, I think that was the only other thing.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, Courage is Car the Dog is on Max now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
All
I
right.
think that's it.
Cool. Going last. I played Remnant 2 with my good old buddy Kevin over here. I played Helldivers 2 with Kat and not Adam this week because Adam had to be dream surfing and diving and escaping and all this dream nonsense. Congratulations on the platinum.
Thank you. Took so long.
Yeah. I started Dead Space this week as well. The one that's on Plus right now. I'm in Chapter 3. They've severely changed the story from start to where I am right now. There's very little that I remember from this first game being in this one. There's a ton of stuff that I don't recognize in this game. I did start in a hard mode. I figured I could do that because I've played Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 1 like to death, really. I was only one trophy away from platinuming Dead Space 2 because I just couldn't do the hardcore run on it. I just couldn't do it. I'm liking it so far. I figured it's spooky season. I'll play a scary game in addition to everything else I'm trying to just do. I also finished watching The Glory. What a satisfying end to a show. What a great show.
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. Jae-jun getting thrown in a fucking vat of cement. Fuck him, bro. He is the biggest asshole in that show. What's her name? Yeonjin Park, or Park Yeonjun, I mean. So it's crazy how at the end we saw the revelation that she's not the one who actually put the final nail in Myung-gung's coffin. It was actually that girl, what's her name? Young-soo, I think, or whatever. I think it was a G that her name started with. But I didn't realize that was also her friend from high school, that she stopped talking to her after she was getting bullied. But she's the one who actually killed him because she hit him the final time in his head before he died. And then, what the girl's name started with an H. I can't remember her name. The one who had she just kept doing Botox and getting a bunch of boob jobs and whatever done to herself so she looked forever young or whatever. She got a pencil stuck in her neck because Sarah decided to stab her in the neck. Sarah's in jail for tax evasion, narcotics possession, and public indecency because she was masturbating in the middle of a church. Just it's a whole lot of. It's just, oh my god, it's great. The show is so good. I felt bad for Young Sun, I think his name is, or Young something, or Young. I think it's young something. I felt bad that like she left him. I know why she left him. I get it. Like she left him because she's like, I don't have a purpose anymore. I fulfilled this revenge that I had. I've gotten rid of all of them. Not gotten rid of all of them, but like they've all faced their punishments now. And like I don't have anything else to live for. And she's gonna jump off the damn building, and then all of a sudden his mother shows up right behind her. save my son. He's going on the same path. If you kill yourself, he's gonna kill himself too. I felt so awful for him too because like he didn't get his proper closure all the way till the last few minutes of the episode because like dude, he was trying so hard to get him in prison where his father's murderer was. He could be the doctor and torture the guy for the rest of his life. And it was so satisfying seeing the guy get beat up too. That guy had such a punchable face. I hate him as a person. Like the actor did a great job of really being such a piece of shit, like a piece of scum. All the actors in the show, my God, actors and actresses both, they were absolutely insane. Like all of them. Even Park at the end, she just like her screaming behind the fucking glass while she was in prison, telling her why should I be resentful? I did everything because I wanted to, because I could, and I don't have a reason to be resentful. You tell me why. Like this lady had delusion all the way to the end of just like she's this fucking hotshot bitch that can just do whatever the fuck she wants and there's no fucking consequences. I just, oh, I felt the worst I felt for was her daughter. That poor little girl didn't do shit at all. And like from the minute she saw her father, or I should say her stepfather at this point, um, you know, she hugged him, ran to him, crying like she's going through a shit ton now. And then she asked her mother. She's like, when she found out what her mother did, she's like, "Well, what if you did that to me? What? Like I can't. I don't know what. Would you burn me with your straightener? Like, would you do that?" And her mother's like, "No. Why would I do that to you?" And she's like, "Well, I don't know. You did that to a lady. You did that to your friend. Well, how am I supposed to know?" Like, this is a 7 to 8 year old girl, bro. She's tasking her mother if she's gonna fucking abuse her with a straightener. Like, what a good show. What a fantastic fucking show. There's points in the show where I was just like, oh shit, I didn't expect that. Oh shit, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Like, good twists and turns in the show, really good all the way till the end. Like, it was good from start to finish. Really good South Korean show. Highly recommend for anybody who's looking for like a thriller with just this mystery and a bunch of murder and things involved like that. Like, yeah, absolutely, go look that up. It's really good. Hard to watch in the beginning though. You see her getting tortured. That is a hard watch because the way they make it look so real. They did good with the makeup. I gotta give them props for that too.
Yeah, that bullying is crazy. It's like so far past bullying though. Like,
oh yeah, dude. To the point where like they were sexually assaulting her, they were burning her with a straightener. They were doing everything to this poor woman. And I mean, she grew up with this one fucking mission of like, I'm going to make them fucking pay for everything they did. I wish her mother died. Her mother was one of the worst people in the show too because her mother was a piece of fucking shit. Like, I've never seen a parent treat their kid like that. Even the father beating his daughter was a better person than her fucking mother. Her fucking mother took every fucking bribe that would come to her. She would fucking light her daughter on fire if she was given money to do so. Like, what? Oh my god, dude. I wish somebody came behind her and fucking shot her in the back of the head. God, she was an awful human being. Great actress to pick for that part because she nailed that fucking part so well. She was a psychotic, demented fucking mother who just was a spawn of hell at that point for this woman. And but yeah, good show nonetheless. It is a must-watch for anybody looking for this type of show. I started. I think the show's called "We Are All Dead" or "All of Us Are Dead," something like that. It's a South Korean zombie show. It's a play on Train to Busan, I think. And essentially, this is one of the weirdest ways I've ever seen a zombie apocalypse happen. Maybe it's not. I'm just thinking it's weird, but the scientist who created the infection, because it's always got to start in the lab out of Wuhan. You know what I mean? Not even the right country. Never mind. It was a bad joke. So the scientist who ends up being responsible for this infection created I don't know if he intended for it to be a virus, but an augment to his son, like an augmentation to his son, because his son was getting so fucking bullied to the point where like He got the shit kicked out of him, went to the fucking hospital. He's brought his bullies and his son into the, like a parent-teacher committee fucking meeting with the police there, and his son was so fucking scared, he just told him, like, no, it was all just playing around. And he's just looking at his son like, what the fuck are you doing? They beat you, put you in the hospital, and you're telling them it's fine? Like, he was so distraught for his son that he realized that animals, like, the example he took was like a cat and a mouse. He said, like, if I have 5 mice and 5 cats, 4 out of the 5, the cats are gonna go after the mice and chase them. But like 1 out of the 5, the mouse is gonna turn around and fucking punch that cat in the face because it has this like adrenaline rush where it just fucking attacks the cat, trying to get like some not revenge, but like it's like an animalistic instinct kicks in, and it's like, I'm gonna defend myself, like, fuck you. So he used that and somehow created a serum for his son that made him angry anytime he got bullied, but this somehow made him into like the first case of this fucking virus outbreak, this zombie outbreak. The thing is, though, he couldn't die. So like in the first episode, you see him, the bullies literally take him and throw him off a fucking 10-story building. And he gets hit on the side, like falling down, and he hits a sign and falls down on the floor. Limbs are all broken, neck's fucking broken and all that. Next thing you see, he's in the hospital. And he's breathing, and he's alive. And then all of a sudden, his limbs are not broken anymore. But then he gets angry again, and he starts turning this, like, his eyes turn bloodshot red, and he starts getting veins in his face and whatever. And his father takes a Bible and beats the shit out of him, because he can't, like, he's like, I can't see you this way. He stuffs him into a suitcase, and proceeds to run down somewhere with him, and then the suitcase starts, like, pulsating, and he's alive in a suitcase, apparently, after getting his brain fucking smashed out by a Bible. That's all we see of the son. We don't know if the son is dead or not, but the outbreak in the school, because this is all based on a high school, starts with the same scientist is a teacher in the high school, and one of his students goes into his room, his lab. He has the original mouse that he created this fucking virus from, and that mouse was carrying the same fucking virus, and it was in a metal cage, and it kept knocking itself in the metal cage trying to move. So she opened the cage, and she put her finger inside because it was a cute little white mouse, because, you know, dumbass puts a finger in a cage of a rat that's trying to break out of it. That makes sense. She got bit, and she was the first zombie. They took her to hospital. Hospitals get overrun with zombies. Then she bit somebody else before she went to the fucking hospital, and the whole school gets overrun. And I think I'm on episode like 4 or 5 right now. There's one of the bullies is apparently a secret serial killer, and he threw a knife at people. He started just fucking knifing people in the neck. He killed the principal, and then he started running after one of the characters in the show and threw a knife at his back. That's the last thing I saw. But interesting show nonetheless. I think I'm watching it, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. I haven't seen a zombie outbreak show in a long time, or a movie or some sort of media with like zombie outbreak shit. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that in a while. I know the games, we probably played dozens of that, but interesting show. I'll have more of a proper review when I'm done with it, but watching that right now. I don't think there's anything else that I did. And if I did watch something and I missed it, I'm sorry. I don't remember. But yeah, that's it.
There's a season 2 coming for that as well.
Oh, for that show?
Yeah, but apparently it got delayed.
Interesting.
So now they're saying 2025.
I will say good acting. All the zombies in the show, really great acting. The sound effects too are like pretty on cue. Them turning into zombies. Yeah. All their bones like crack and shit like that. And there's one girl the initial girl who started the infection in the school, they take her into an MRI machine, and she starts freaking out in there. And they pull her out, and she literally bends backwards, like Exorcist style, and you see her, like, the actress, I guess they must have, done some CG or whatever they did, but it looks so good. I was like, oh, she fucking bent backwards, and it looks real, like, what the fuck? And then you see her, like, literally crawling around the hallway afterwards, just because her spine is now broken and she can't use her legs. So she's on her arm, like on her hands, just crawling all over the place really fast, like a fucking demented zombie on the floor. Um, One of the most realistic parts of the show was that the kids were like, there's 10 of them trapped in like a room, and they're all like, we gotta go take a shit. Like, I want to go take a shit. I want to take a piss. So they make like a makeshift bathroom in the next room, and it's just like a mop head with a bunch of like cotton balls in a basket with a fucking towel around it to make a makeshift toilet seat. I'm like, and they're like, oh yeah, this will absorb feces and piss, and I'm like, that's not gonna absorb anything. You're just gonna make a puddle of nasty shit in that bathroom, in that fucking room. Like, ugh. That was the most. I don't think I ever recall seeing like people literally saying, "I wanted to go to the bathroom. How am I gonna fucking use the bathroom when there's zombies walking around outside?" But yeah, uh, I'll see how the show goes. If there's a season 2, if it's good, I'll probably end up keep watching the show. But there's another one that I was gonna look at too. But I'll see how far I get in this one. But anyway, Kevin, do you have a What a World segment this week? Good. Kevin's dead. Alright. Adam, what do you want to talk about this week? What we got this week to talk about?
Mm. I don't got nothing.
Kevin? Oh, God. There's still some stuff going on in gaming community, I think.
Where'd Kevin go?
Yeah.
Kevin die?
I don't know. I think he's dead.
Oh, there he is.
Here.
Welcome back. You have any What a World segment you want to talk about this week?
No.
Oh, God. This might be the shortest episode ever. But I do want to talk about real quick the Metaphor getting a fucking 93, I think, on OpenCritic right now. That is a fucking
Oh,
good
it
score.
dropped?
I think it did.
It was at 95.
It was. Let me check it again. I want to check it one more time. Yeah, 93. It dropped 2 points.
That's
Good on Metaphor getting hired in a Zelda game in the same year. Great. Silent Hill 2 also coming out in 88. What a fucking score for a remake of a game that everybody was thinking was going to fail because they thought Bloober Team just couldn't pop this game out, to be
Alright, to be
amazing
fair, as
masterpiece.
one of those people, it's not that I had doubts in Bloober Team, even though they've only released 70s. It's because every video and every promotional
they did
thing
a
for
poor
that
job
game
marketing.
looked terrible.
Yeah.
They did a really good job, apparently.
No, I know, I'm
Really
sure,
fucking
but
good. Yeah.
every single promotional material
No,
that we even
but-
talked about were like,
Yeah.
that looks bad. That looks
But
kind of
ev-
jank. And it
But
turns out it's good.
everybody, the majority of people, all was like, "This is they're not gonna be able to, release this at the hype level that we wanted. It's gonna be like a fucking mid 70, maybe a low 70, something like that." So, good job on them to do that.
Yeah.
They got this Until Dawn 2024 already got fucking released.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it did. I got 69. What the shit? What did the original game get?
I don't know. 81 or something like that, probably.
How'd this get a 69 then?
Probably because people don't think it's needed.
Performance issues, I think.
Performance issues
was
too,
one
probably.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, all right.
There's a Digital Foundry video I haven't watched yet, but they were saying something about it.
I gotta be honest,
problems
this is gonna
on
sound kind of
PS5.
mean. There's a new Digital Foundry guy, and he has a weird lisp, and it's so annoying, and I can't watch anything he does. He did all the breakdown of the PlayStation Pro games, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah, I know.
Especially
have
when
a
there's
lisp?
videos, I just can't get over it. And
What's
it's
the
a
lisp?
personal thing.
Where's the lisp? Is it the S? Is it the P's? What's he lisping on?
Every word.
Oh God.
It's like
All right, well.
this crazy thing that's going on with the PlayStation 5 Pro. And then if you watch his tongue, it's just like, I mean, if you again, no offense to any of the Digital Foundry people, they all have a weird mouth thing going on. Every single one of them. This is a personal thing, but like, I'm telling you, that guy, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I keep trying to
I
watch him,
think
and I
it's
keep going,
Oliver.
fuck. Yeah, I can't. I
Yeah.
just can't. It bothers me so much. As someone with a lisp, I know it's hypocritical. It's like me being like, "Ooh, fat people," but at the same time, like I just can't do it, and I just wish I was different. And I'm sorry, Oliver. You seem like a great person. I just can't
Get
watch.
bent.
I just can't.
Get
He's just
bent.
been on 90% of the videos I click on for Digital Foundry, and I just click off immediately. I'm like, nope.
He's
I try
been
to
doing a
watch
lot of
the.
coverage.
I try to
yeah.
watch the Horizon remaster talk, and I was like, no, nope, and I just clicked off. Couldn't do it.
Oh man.
This has been a pretty good year for fantastic games coming out. Like after the because what 2023 was the big year that a lot of like big games came out and a lot of fucking high 80s, 90s and shit like that came out. To follow up that year with this, from Astrobot to FF7 Rebirth and Metaphor now, and even Balatro. Balatro's sitting at a 91. Like,
Balatro,
really good.
is that a game you like, Genesis?
What, Balatro?
No, that was Kevin, right? Kevin likes
That's
Balatro, right?
my
No,
game,
I was
baby.
Yeah,
referencing the video.
Ah. Tekken 8 even 90. Good year for gaming where just a good amount of games being released that are actually fucking good scores. They're not bullshit scores. So good on that. Good on that.
And,
We'll see how the rest of the year turns out. We still have quite a few games still coming out for the last 2 months of the year here. Even Dragon Ball Sparking Zero getting an 83, that's really good for a Dragon Ball game. Considering all the other Budokai games, I think were, what, high 70s? I think that's what you said last time, Adam? They were high 70s, something like that?
Booty
I
guy.
do not recall. I don't remember them being high, though.
The Tenkaichi games.
Aw,
Yeah, I don't
I
recall.
thought Destinator was gonna laugh at that.
Wait, what?
Budokai?
I said booty guy. Dragon Ball booty guy.
Hey, that's
Apparently
Tetsunoto.
online
He's a
system-
Dragon Ball booty guy.
Oh my god. Apparently the online system in that is amazing. I have not looked into Metaphor to see why it's a 93. I don't want to because I'm going to get spoiled. And then Silent Hill, they're just all talking about how the audio in that game is absolutely insane.
It sounds like the radio is in your ears.
Well, they're saying that before you start to play the game, you should make a separate 3D sound profile for it with the
What?
3D audio that the PS5 has.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can make a separate one for that game before you start it. That it's highly recommended you do that.
And
so
it's
you
a
can,
headphone game.
Yep.
Better be
And they're
wearing
like,
headphones.
They're like,
If
please
you're
play it in
not,
like
you're
really
gonna
nice
get
headphones
shot.
and
Oh, who's gonna shoot?
The PlayStation.
Oh,
pulls a
my
gun out
God.
if someone shoots him.
Get ready for Lawsuit City.
Can't sue if you're
Oh.
dead.
Oh,
Oh. First it was Squirrel with a gun, now it's PlayStation with a gun. Uh-oh.
Played yourself.
Yes, I have.
boy.
Alright.
Man. What a podcast.
Sorry, one of my kids woke up.
Oh my god. Slap him.
We don't condone violence to children on this podcast. Unless you're Genesis child. Slap.
Oh, no. Speaking of violence on children, let me say something
What?
real quick.
Oh,
That
oh,
show.
no.
Hold on. All of us, the same zombie show I was talking about. There was a scene where this dude, he's live streaming going into the city when there's the quarantine and the evacuation order and everything. He runs into a kindergarten school thinking the school is empty, and there's a classroom just filled with zombified children, and they just all, and these are all like 9 to 10, maybe like 6 to 9-year-old kids, all of them just chasing him out of the fucking thing. He runs up like some fucking playground set, and they all start climbing the set like crazy-ass monsters. They look like they had so much fun filming that section because they were all just like screaming and yelling and running. I'm like, these kids must have had a fucking time of their lives filming this shit.
What a dream,
Fair.
you know? Give me a crowbar and
Ah.
just a classroom full
Oh.
of 6-year-olds that are infected. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be a zombie. You
You
know?
just go around and you just start knocking them out, right?
Give
Knocking
them a
the teeth
cold
out.
or something. You know what I mean? I'll take them all out.
You have these zombies, just give them a cold.
Give them a light fever.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
They don't even have to be sick. You know what? Doing God's work here.
Oh no. Oh.
Alright,
oh,
okay,
oh,
alright, let's calm down.
No, that's horrible. That would be
Alright, this is what it
terrifying.
sounds,
and I
this is
would
what it
hate
sounds
that.
like when I say things, huh?
I would
Oh, God,
absolutely
this is
hate
bad.
that. I would absolutely hate everything about that.
No, I see what it sounds like when I speak now. Lord of mercy. Um, yeah, sorry, I just wanted to say that because I thought it was the funniest thing when I saw them all run out. I was like, what the
Oh, that's
fuck? All
awesome.
these kids are fucking chasing them. And they're all like screaming, wah! And I'm like, they must be having so much fun filming that shit. Oh my god, that must be fucking hilarious for them. Ay, ay. Wow, we have nothing to talk about this week. Why?
Nope.
Nothing. I mean, I've been very, very busy. I have company from out of state.
Ah,
Work has been nuts.
yeah, work's been pretty busy for
I
me.
just
yeah.
really haven't had any time to do much of anything. Like, I only played Remnant
Last
2
night.
with you. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was yeah. I was on playing Dead Space the other night, I think, and then I played Helldivers, and then yeah, Remnant 2 last night.
Because
Busy,
I was
busy.
cleaning pretty much all the other times. We might have played after the last podcast, and I think about it. So maybe I played Remnant 2 twice. But that's about it.
Yeah, might have been twice, might have been. We were in that flooding room yesterday, and I completely fucked it up again.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't know where it was. It looked like I knew we only had one item missing.
Didn't you play with your sister, Kevin?
No, not this week.
That was this week.
Was?
Yeah, it was Saturday morning. Sometime this weekend.
Oh no, I did play that one this weekend. You're right.
Oh lord, the time is all meshing together.
No. It's because I was supposed to go to work early Saturday, but then I wasn't. And then I hopped on PlayStation with Adam, and I was talking with him. And then I was playing Remnant and unlocking weapons again. Because you can get the normal version of the corrupted guns, and then you don't have to worry about switching back and forth anymore. And so I started up that, and Emily was like, "I'll join you," and I'm like, "Freaking, let's go!"
I was playing Dreams.
Yes, we know you were playing Dreams.
That's all I did.
Dreamscape.
That's a fun thing to do, by the way. Genesis will do it at some point.
Yeah, because I would like to get some of the original.
You can just start it up on whatever the frick now, Survivor or whatever it is, and just freaking bolt through everything.
Survivor.
That's not a bad idea.
I got the hell did we get? Not Merciless. What was the other Yesha gun? Twisted Arbalest I got back. We got a Aphelion. And there was another one, but I forget what that one was.
Oh,
we gotta
okay,
go.
okay.
We gotta go for freaking Savior sometime too.
Yeah.
Beating veteran hardcore.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you know what we could talk about on this podcast? Everybody actually feel like doing the election map contest I posed?
Oh fuck! I totally forgot about that. When was that due by?
End of the month.
Oh right.
But I was going to explain some things.
Oh sure, yeah, go ahead, go for it.
Well, I don't really know how we want to do it, basically. So my thought. We can openly discuss this. My thought was simply, my map doesn't count. Yeah, my map doesn't count, but everybody submits maps. Whoever's the closest, the prize is a $50 PlayStation card.
Ooh.
We verify like a week after election day or whatever, just so everything actually like gets sorted out. Because I'm sure there's gonna be some bullshit that happens.
Yeah, a week's optimistic, Kevin.
I know a week is optimistic, but we're hoping, you know.
Oh,
like,
you mean like rigging the election all over again?
no,
Oh
just
God,
like
no!
even like
Hold
post-call
on,
votes
not
and shit like
rigging.
that.
Wasn't rigged last time. Kevin, how
Even
dare
just
you
like
just jump
post-call
over
votes and
that?
shit. I wanted to put
How
it to
dare
bed.
you?
It
I-
wasn't rigged. It was totally fine. And if anything, the Republicans are going to rig it this time, and they're going to get caught, and then they're going to cry, and then the Supreme Court's going to have to bail them out because they're too big to fail.
Did you see that
And
video of
then,
that lady going to prison for 9 years?
no,
Who went to prison for 9 years?
The Republican lady, like
Nancy
she
Pelosi?
no, a Republican.
she's
What?
Democrat.
A Republican lady, like she worked for I don't know one of the boards that.
Oh, I
like,
did remember seeing that. I don't know, but I do know what you're talking about. I read something about that today.
Yeah, she was like the election was stolen, so she was like, I'm gonna do some shady shit to basically steal it back for Trump, and then she's been on like Fox News and like just been interviewed by like a bunch of the right wing stuff, and she just has no regret over what she did, and the judge was like, I'm sentencing you to 9 years in prison because you have not learned anything. You said multiple times that you would do it again, and he like laid into her, and it was so fucking funny. And this lady was just like, whoa, whoa.
Being a judge is
It's
such
like,
a
what an
crazy
idiot.
thing because you can be swayed by how resentful and how remorseful somebody is. It's insane. You're in charge of somebody's fucking life, and whether they're gonna go rot in some fucking prison, or if they're a decent enough person, you feel like. I mean, if there's not a jury voting, obviously, if it's a judge, just
Yeah,
jury,
yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean. I know juries, change all that because then.
I mean, judges can also alter what juries decide.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if they feel
Um,
like it's not within the realm of the law, or if it is an overreach. They do that a lot with the amount of money that people win in cases when they sue corporations. That's why
really?
judge elections are so critical. So,
Because you have scummy judges in the
because you have
corporation.
scummy judges who help corporations.
Mm.
Look into it, Georgia especially.
But yeah, basically, two main ways that I see it running is either like everybody just kind of competes against each other, or if y'all want to like, I don't know, compete against my map. I don't know how the hell everybody wants to do it, but I figure to determine the one winner, what I think makes the most sense, and y'all can fight me on this, I don't care.
Mhm.
Y'all have until the end of the month to submit a map. It's gonna go whoever is the fewest states away from a perfect map. If there's a tie, like say two people are 2 states away from a perfect map, then it comes down to how many electoral votes off you are. And if there's a tie, which basically means you both have the exact same differences on your maps, then it's whoever submitted the map first. Because technically they had less information to go off of. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
I like it.
But I'm like open to any suggestions because I know this is kind of like off the wall from normal shit we do. But I thought it'd be fun because I like this time of year. I'm into election politics.
I like it. I like the idea.
So how would you like the idea? Which idea? What do you want to do?
I like competing against each other. I have a question about that though.
Okay.
That mean you can win?
I was gonna say no,
Okay.
unless like everybody was like, no, Kevin, you can win. You can keep the money for yourself.
I'm tempted
Like, I
to
don't
say,
have to enter
Kevin, you
this.
can win.
I mean, it's not like you have an inside knowledge of like how this is gonna end. Obviously.
No,
You
I
can-
really don't.
Yeah,
But-
you can. You can do what you gotta do. If you
Like,
want
y'all
to
want me in
participate.
too then?
Yeah, why not?
Kinda,
All of us do
yeah.
it. It's all good. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you
Okay.
can host
It's fair
it
that way.
and judge it, and still like you have to be fair. There's no way you can cheat on.
Well, I
this.
mean, that's the thing. I can't.
Similar
I'm
to
not
the
even really
2020
judging
election,
it, per
there's
se.
really no way you can cheat on it.
Right, right. Yeah, you can't. Like,
I
I
thought
mean,
it
the
was rigged.
results.
For the love of God, Genesis.
the results are going to be the results. And
Yeah.
I don't think I'm changing my map. I basically already put it in, but like I'll resubmit it if y'all want me to.
I don't care.
I'm putting my map all red.
I threw my, and as an example, if people find like another site to use or whatever, feel free. But that one just allows you to get a link for however you set it up. So quick and easy.
Yeah, I'll probably use the link you popped in there.
The 270towin.com.
270 to win.
.com, .org, .gov, oh, whatever the hell it is.
It's something like that.
That one. Go to that one. Whatever.
Did this might have been a Photoshop thing I was looking at Reddit. Did AOC say that she's trying to stop Congress from participating in selling or buying stocks?
Excuse me?
Probably.
That might have. Yeah, I don't know if it was Photoshopped or not.
That
I'm not
seems
sure.
like something she would want. Why?
I didn't know if it was Photoshopped or not. I thought that was a cool thing because obviously people like Nancy Pelosi wouldn't be a fucking billionaire then. But that'd be a nice thing if Congress
What
could do
stocks
that. But I
has
don't
Nancy
think that's.
Pelosi bought that she has made millions on?
I believe Nvidia and shit like that she had.
You mean recently?
I don't know how recent it is, but I remember reading this year that she and her husband always fucking sell stocks right before they're about to fucking lose money or whatever on them.
Insider trading.
You know that there was because there was one recently where they're like, her husband sold a couple months ago, and like clearly they knew the bad news was coming, and then if you look at like what they bought, they actually lost like $30,000.
Yeah, but that's nothing for them.
They have a pretty good track record of like gaining and losing. It's like they're rich people who have a lot of money and play the stocks. And that if you pay attention, you can do well with it. Like, insider trading is possible, but at the same time, like, it doesn't seem like they need to do that either.
No, they don't need to be able to trade. They shouldn't be allowed to trade.
I agree. In some ways, I agree, only because I just don't think that government officials should be super wealthy unless they come into the government super wealthy. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, they shouldn't. Government officials should not be super wealthy by any means. They don't need to be. What's the fucking point of them being fucking wealthy like this? They don't need to be like that. But
because you expect them to actually do the work.
Yeah, no, that's the main issue. Like, you know, they've been off for like 2 months.
Yeah, they're supposed to just like go to Capitol Hill when they fucking feel like it, and then when they're there, they just go blah, 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 blah. And then for some fucked up reason, we gotta do roll call by paper, and somebody reads out all the goddamn names, and then when you do a vote, everybody gets their own little piece of freaking paper. And you gotta submit that somewhere, and you gotta read every single vote.
But you can also vote for other people in your party. Sometimes, and for some reason, it's not a crime for them not to vote. What you're literally there to
or not
vote.
Even be there. You don't even have to be there.
You don't even have to be there.
Stay home.
As long as you convince your constituents that you're doing something for them, they will literally. You could literally just go there and not do shit. You could literally be elected and never step foot in DC, and people will go, "They're doing a great job." Like, what?
Yep. Just imagine that. Like, imagine if you were working at your job and you didn't have to even go into the building, never had to, like, actually work a minute in your life, or if you did actually go to the building, all you had to do was, like, lean over to the person next to you and go, "Hey, how are we voting on this?" "Oh, okay, we're supposed to vote this way?" Sweet.
That's why it's like some of them who you see their voting record and you go, "Oh, man, I disagree with them." Yeah, but at the same time, they fucking voted. They were there. They actually did stuff.
Some of them don't vote.
They wrote a bill. They sponsored a bill with across party lines, which doesn't happen much anymore, but it still happens every so often. But every time it's fucking shot down by stupid people and their stupidness. Fucking mostly people who transport minors across state lines for sexual favors. Fucking
damn
shit.
right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then See, and then you have like a bill that's put on the table that like actually benefits any like people, and then they're like, let's attach this one to it. Let's attach this bill to it. Let's just keep on running the stapler down. And now the bill is unpassable, and that original thing that like we all need for better life, yeah,
Yep.
no, it's not passing.
Yep. Hey, this bill's good. Oh yeah, let's add a couple more things to it. Yeah, no, this isn't the intent of this. Okay, now we can talk shit about it in the media. So this bill's
Let's
actually
also
bad.
attach our budget to it.
Let's also attach our budget to it. And if our budget doesn't pass, we get a 1 month vacation paid. And the government, shuts down. Except every government employee, except us, doesn't get paid. Let's do that.
Yeah,
good idea.
And active service members don't get paid either.
And how much money should we send to every country that we're an ally to, even though there's some of them are committing war crimes, even though we say we'll back them, even though we really shouldn't on some things. And as an ally, we should say, hey, guys, sometimes you're overstepping. But, that's us. That's us. Who knows? Maybe even speaking out about that is bad for your party, depending on which side you're on. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff, isn't it? What's crazy is it's not just America. It's all over the world. It's people.
It really is.
It's human beings.
God bless America. We support all the wrongs.
Not all the wrong. Most of the wrong.
We are the best people because we're all obese.
Now he's getting it.
God bless America, where everybody's idiots.
Great ending.
Something else, but that would have been bad. It would have been bad if I said it. It would have been bad.
That was a great ending.
Ew.
You.
Who the fuck? Why are you licking a sugar statue? Stupid
what?
People. There's a statue made out of like a caramelized sugar in a museum, and people just go in there licking the statue.
You talking about that? Like, what was it? 12-foot naked Trump statue that was paraded around?
No, that was the Mexico putting their God and Savior up in the middle of some city or something like that.
That's not what that was.
Did you guys see the I don't know, it was a meme, but it's also a real thing, where like a guy was like posing with like a busty female statue and like groping it basically, and then there was a comment underneath being like, oh, guys are so gross that they do this to statues. Like, if that statue was real, this would be assault. And then there was a picture of like a statue of a guy laying on his back, where women rub their crotch on his crotch or mouth in order to like raise fertility rates. It's like an ancient tradition in like Greece or Italy or something like that. And it's just like, what the fuck? There's so many things like that.
Man, what were we on when we did that, huh?
Still happens today, apparently.
Yeah.
So, wherever the hell it is.
Creative.
Does it
creative. Kevin, I could not tell you. I'm going to guess no.
No.
But it was crazy how you could look at the statue and just see like where people would rub because it was very polished.
Well, before this gets any worse, let's call it a night, since we have nothing else to talk about. I guess.
Call it a night. That's all we got. We're done.
Call it a
night.
Yeah,
I mean nobody has any topics.
Call it a night.
So.
I don't know why I'm crying. So is everybody's clear on the contest? Any questions?
I'm sure I'll ask you 3 more times before the end of the contest, so don't worry about it.
I'm sure you won't even submit a map in time.
I'll submit a map on time. I may ask you for the rules 3 times over, but
yeah, right.
I'll submit a map on time.
This is a statue, by the way. I just sent it to the group chat.
Was that just a no?
It's a tomb in Paris.
Oh wow! Lovely.
Yeah, Yeah,
I
kissing
why
it
is
on the
there a
lips and
Tifa doll up here?
rubbing its genitals will enhance fertility and
Hold
bring a
on.
blissful sex life.
Wait a second. How much is this?
How much is what?
How much?
What are you talking about? What's happening?
Nothing. No, don't worry about it. You're all good.
Oh,
He
that?
was-
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Can they?
This is
Do they take?
just a straight up. Okay, this is wow. Okay.
Do they take requests?
There's a lot of websites where you can get sex dolls.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
You can actually
I mean-
design them too. You can pick from
No,
like
no,
the
no,
custom.
no.
Honestly,
No, no,
I'm not
no,
gonna
no.
lie. I've been on their website because I just like exploring websites. I would never buy one because I'm not weird. But like, I'm not Lars and the Real Girl. If you ever seen that movie, it's very funny. But yeah, you can design them. You can even make them trans if you want. You can do whatever you want, Genesis.
Hold
Look you
on.
up.
That's not what.
Sponsored
No,
by-
hold on.
SiliconeBeauties.com.
Just wait a second.
Don't go to
Wait a
that. I don't know if that's real.
Sponsored by Silicone Beauty.
Or
Oh,
.gov.
no.
I don't know. It could be .gov.
Happiness is only a suction cup away.
Suction cup? What the fuck are you doing?
The domain is available, siliconebeauties.com.
Oh shit! That's a note to buy that up. We're starting
Buying
we're
it.
starting a site.
Buy now for $3,400.
No, I'm good.
That's
12 months.
That's
I feel like that's expensive. What does that come out to be monthly?
$282
like-
per month for 12 months.
I feel like that's expensive. Are
That's
domains
not-
usually that
for
expensive?
a domain
That's-
that doesn't seem
Wait,
to have a
that's
name.
not the same amount of money.
Kevin, don't math.
Oh, well, maybe you save when you
Don't
pay the one
math.
time.
No, you don't.
It
You
sounds
pay
like it's more, honestly.
Oh,
You paid like
$282 a month for 12
160 more.
Hmm.
Yeah, because 280. What did you say? 282.
$282 a month for 12 months.
So 10 months is only 28.20, and then two more 282s is 564. Yeah, it's still not 3,400. 3,300 something.
$33.95.
33.84. 33.95.
Well, that's the one-time payment.
So
they
if you
offer.
buy it monthly, you save $5. Might be worth it. Might be worth it.
Are domains generally this expensive? Or is it
I feel like
dependent on what
you can
domain
get a
it
lot.
is?
I mean, this one is 2 full words that could actually be a product. So honestly, I could see why the price was kind of high, and I wouldn't be shocked if somebody owned it in the past.
Oh.
Yeah, come up with something that nobody would ever own.
Cabbage Patch Kids for adults.
I searched the word super in their search bar, and a lot of these are at least over $1,800. Super Aquatic, Super Archer, Super Artisan, Super Asphalt,
Super Exotica?
Asses. Oh, Super Assess.
Super asphalt.
What's Super Asphalt?
Asphalt. That's
Super
pretty super.
Asphalt spelled with the F, not a PH.
Oh, interesting.
So your ass becomes the fault of you being a super? Is that what it's trying to say?
What the fuck?
Super. I mean, it would just be as, not
Super
ass.
Bland, Super Blood, Super Bod, Super Borrow,
Super
Super Brilla,
Blood?
Super Bridal, Super Brownie, Super
Superblood.com is available.
Well,
Yo,
I'm
we
investing
about
in
we about to
superblood.com
griff
right now.
some boomers. We about to griff some boomers.
Hey, want to live for another 100 years and retain your youth? Buy Super Blood today.
Buy these pills, and then a really, really tiny font that old people can't read. They're sugar pills.
Superchickens.com.
Yep.
Only $28.95.
Superchickens.com, $28.95.
Yeah.
Kevin, get on there.
Super cheap is the cheapest one there?
No, Super Chickens. So
Oh, Super
far.
cheap. I thought you said super cheap.
Actually, wait, there's Super Chata Vita is $995.
Oh,
Dollars.
Super Chat Avito. Ooh. Adam, that sounds like a website for you.
And in
Super
what way, may I ask?
SuperDoggy.com is
because
only
you're a Chad.
$51.95.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, you thought I was going to go in a different direction with that, weren't you?
I think you're mishearing. I don't think he said Chad.
Chata Vista, right? Is that what he? Is that what he said?
Chadavita.
Chata Vita. Okay, so you're still a Chad.
Can I read you guys a review I saw on DoorDash today?
About a
Sure.
Chad?
Honestly, no. But I just want you to hold your thoughts on it. It's for Jim's Stakeout, and it's by a person named Lynn W. And I'm pretty sure they're okay with it if I read this
Lynn
publicly. 5 stars, 9/11/2024. Probably should
What?
have ordered 9/11/2024. This is when the review on DoorDash was posted for Jim's Stakeout.
Okay.
Probably
Okay.
should have ordered this thick, wet, juicy turkey hoagie 12-inch earlier in the afternoon. Simply delicious, delivered
Thick,
fast to my door. Just be careful that you don't eat the paper that the sub is wrapped in. It was wet with tomatoes, onions, shredded lettuce, whatever you desired. It was tasty, and I ate the whole turkey hoagie 12-inch in 30 minutes. Lady Leo Lynn will have to fast for tomorrow. Thanks, Jim Stakeout. What the fuck is going on here? Well, I read this and I was like, lady, are you attracted to this sub? What's happening
She
here?
was
It's
trying to
12
write.
inches of thick, juicy turkey.
Yeah, yeah,
For
she
her
was
to
trying to
say
write
thick,
an
wet,
erotic
juicy
novel.
turkey hoagie 12-inch is too much for me.
That's what she was trying to write. It was an erotic novel based upon a turkey that had a 6-pack, and that turkey was fucking shit out of her. I'll tell you that much. That was an erotic novel.
Why did she
created.
call herself Lady Leo Lynn?
Because she has to be regal, like she's got to be regal in her story. If she's getting done by a turkey with a 12-inch schlong, she's got to have some sort of regal things to go back on. Like, what was she gonna say? I'm Miss Lynn W, bitch. Nah, I'm Lady Leo Lynn W, whatever fucking her name was.
The Wild.
That's who she is.
I honestly was scrolling through and I was like, do I want Jim's? I saw this review and I was like, I'm gonna get something else.
Yeah, no, I don't think you want to get screwed by a 12-inch schlong from a turkey with a
I gotta be honest, I wouldn't get a turkey hoagie. I just don't want a thick, wet, juicy 12-inch, coming my way.
Now, do
You know
you
what I
think it would
mean?
make any difference if it was a sexy chicken that was giving you
First of all, I get a cheeseburger sub, and I don't want it to be wet because I get it plain and dry.
Now hold on.
I don't want it to be
Now, hold
juicy
on.
because
What
what the
if-
fuck
what
is
if you could-
happening here?
Open the sandwich,
Thick
and inside
is
it was
weird.
really wet.
I'm not describing. I'm-
Chicken sandwich.
I'm not describing a sub as thick ever in my entire life. I just won't do that. I'm not also throwing wet and juicy after it. 12-inch, that's just an explanation of how long
Yeah,
the
no,
sub
you
is.
can use the word juicy with most sandwiches. Like if it's a burnt cheeseburger or something, yeah, juicy sandwiches.
I don't want a
good.
juicy cheeseburger on a sub. It's just going to wet the bread.
I
that
don't want a dry patty.
You
That's
don't have to dry it
nasty.
out completely. I just don't want a juicy one.
I get what he's saying. I can get it, Adam. I'm here for
If I'm
you.
eating a cheeseburger on a bun that's juicy, that's fine. All the juice is going to come out of my mouth. Don't worry about that. But, like, if I'm eating a sub, most of the time that sub's going to get to me, and there's a lot of points of penetration that juice can seep out of. I don't care
A
for
lot
it.
of
A lot of surface area where that juice
yeah, a
can
lot
come
of surface
from.
area for the penetration.
And that I
yeah.
don't want that roll or bun to be wet. I'm just not about that. Not about that.
Okay. What if it's soaked?
No, that's worse. What are you not understanding here?
Genesis,
Yeah.
I thought I told you to slap your child.
Well, the second one.
No, she
got up
wasn't
and I'm
crying.
like, "Nah." She's sitting here. The first one got up. My wife went and decided to take care of her. The second one decided to get up, walk
Take
out of the
care of her,
room, and
uh-oh.
stared at me. She was staring at me from the door, and then she decided to come inside, and now is sitting on the floor here,
Mm.
making noise.
Did anybody
Now she's
pre-order
gonna take
the teal controller from PlayStation?
No.
I did. Comes out January
Yeah.
though.
January 25th.
Keep looking at that. I mean, I got 2 controllers coming. I gotta be honest. I keep looking at that Pro controller, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of uglier than the regular 30th anniversary controller.
Oh wait, that thing's
Yeah,
got a
only
30 all
becau-
over it.
Only because it has the it's like darker in the stick part.
But you can change the stick out.
They're the same color, always. But I was like, oh, interesting. Sounds are getting into slap territory.
For the record, I do not slap my children.
Absolutely. No, again, we don't condone it, but we think it's funny if we push him enough, he does it, then we ban him from the group. You know what I mean?
Then we got
Then
him.
you call the
Then we
cops,
got him.
and then you got me.
And we
then
got
then
him.
you can sue me then after that.
Hello, CPS.
Yeah, you become friends with someone enough just so you could set them up to fail. You know what I mean? That's what we did to old Ponytail. We did to old Ponytail.
That's exactly what we did to old Ponytail. Absolutely. And Kevin was the agent.
Yeah, right.
Nah, he acted alone. No, I wasn't part of that.
Who knows? Who knows? You know, who knows?
Good times, good times. All right, we got anything else? Justin Oda, you said you had a topic?
What are you doing? Why are you sitting in that corner?
Not really.
Okay.
Uzumaki thing was like a mini topic for me,
Yeah.
I guess. I sure hope somebody properly adapts a Junji Ito work in the rest of the time that I am living, so I can experience the episode 1 again. But
Listen, are you hype? Arcane Season 2 next month, baby.
Oh boy.
You know what we haven't heard a damn thing about? Hazbin Hotel Season 2. What the fuck?
Goosebumps Season 2 is happening.
I know, I saw that. I saw that there was a teaser. I haven't watched the teaser yet, though.
It's got Ross from Friends in it.
Oh, interesting.
Oh?
Not sure why.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I. Until maybe an hour ago, I saw it.
Don't question that. Anyway, that's another question. Before I rudely cut you off in a car.
I was watching a bunch of trailers the one day, and then I found the Arcane one, and they're showing so much stuff in that little trailer.
There's been so many little trailers.
How are they gonna shove all that into one season?
I don't know. I hate it. I still hate it.
And then you said they're done after that, right?
Yeah. Apparently, it's just.
That's so retarded.
It really is. I'm really mad. Like, I hope they're like, oh yeah, we're done with Arcane. Now we're gonna start like another series, but
like another region, maybe?
Yeah, or something.
Like Freljord or. But this is like the whole world. Like, it's not just one.
I know, man. I know.
Like,
and it's so fucking good. And everybody's like, oh my god, give us more. And they're like, okay, you get one more season, and then we're cutting you off, you addicts.
They struck a fucking gold mine, and they don't understand. The amount of attention they got from this one fucking show.
Riot
one
doesn't
season.
Understand fucking anything. They had the company. Riot Games, the company, has ADHD. Alright? Every time they update League of Legends, they're like, let's change everything.
Yeah.
Oh, is it a new season? Let's change absolutely everything about this game. Guess what?
I guess,
we've gone from a MOBA to a first-person shooter. Everybody be like, what the fuck? Hey guys, you're actually going to play a mini game of Sudoku in order to defend your towers.
Oh. What if I don't know how to play that?
Oh, I guess you're going to have to jungle instead.
No.
But in order to jungle, you're going to have to do cryptograms.
They really did turn jungle into the hardest role.
I
that it's been
I
for like
can't
the
even
past like
follow their
I don't
shit.
know, 2 or 3 years maybe like 2 years. It's been like I don't even think I can jungle anymore.
Jungle has been all over the place. I wish they would bring back the one season back when Cloud9 Meteos played jungle and was like the jungler, where like
Hmm.
fucking anyone could jungle. You know what I'm talking about? Like you could jungle
Yeah,
Cassiopeia.
yeah, dude. They had because it
That
was the
was
jungle
great.
items. It was
It was the jungle
they had
items.
jungle items for every different like type of style you
hmm
wanted to go with.
And like things
Um,
weren't hard to kill. They didn't fucking
yeah,
murder you.
I could play jungle Akali
Yeah,
and jungle Yasuo.
and it was fun.
Yeah.
I
They
want to
dictate
jungle
Uh,
your
way too
fucking
much of their
buck with my
gameplay.
jungle in a buck in a jungle.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
I'm
Fucking
going to
Shut your
say
mouth. I'm gonna
something
kick you.
controversial about this show that I don't watch. I think
All right.
oh,
I'm glad it's
They're
ending.
all
Confusing.
I'm glad it's
All right.
ending.
All right.
Only
Yeah, because it's all
because
about jungles.
one of the co-creators was like, "This is its natural conclusion. Like we don't want to milk it. We just want to move on." And
uh,
I respect
Conclusion.
that. I don't know. I
I
have no
don't.
idea. Couldn't tell you anything about the show.
I don't.
I don't
I don't
respect
understand
anybody.
how. I don't understand how you conclude this. In one more season, I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out if the jungles are jungly enough to
Which I
have the
think that's
jungles inside of the
great. That
jungle.
the show wasn't canceled, so they'll probably will do more in the League of Legends universe. It just won't be Arcane.
I hope they
It
include
better.
jungles in the League of Legends universe.
If they're doing that route, they better confirm it at like the end of Arcane season 2.
Make sure you
Then,
confirm
like, you will
jungles
get
or
more.
jungling of the jungle.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
freaking hit you with a car.
But
Oh,
I,
The next
hit me
time
with
I
a
see
jungle.
you.
I think more shows should do that. Go, hey, we
Have a
actually
jungle in
already
the show?
have the
Yeah.
ending, and we're good with it.
Mm,
But a lot of shows, for some reason, go, hey, more money. I mean, I know the reason, money.
More
But they go
jungle?
more money, and then they continue making it. Like Breaking Bad, they were like, we want more seasons. And Vince Gilligan was like, no, I have one more season. Like, and
I
they're
got
like, well,
another
can you
jungle ready
split it
for
into
you.
more episodes? And he's like, funny story, it already is more episodes. So
I'm
that's what you're gonna
splitting
get.
into more jungles for you.
So I respect shows that go, yeah, we wrote this, we have an ending, we've plotted all this out, we know where we're going, it's over. Like
I
I'm not
respect
milking this
jungles
more.
that have been plotted in a jungle for jungling.
I mean, that's fair. I think the only issue is with League, there's
Jungles are
so
pretty
many
fair too.
stories they can tell. Because there's so many champions coming
There's
from
just so
so
many
many
jungles.
regions.
But it doesn't have to be
So many
Arcane,
jungles coming
correct?
from jungles.
I mean,
Correct.
I don't see why they'd have to change the name.
You don't have to change the name to jungle. It's already a jungle. Don't change
I don't
it
know
to
what
jungle.
Arcane even is, if I'm honest.
It's a jungle. Arcane is a jungle. I don't know I don't understand what's so hard to understand. It's all about jungles.
Like
I
what
Yeah,
does the
jungles.
what does
the
the show
conclusion-
name mean?
Jungle.
Oh, absolutely nothing.
It's gotta
I
mean
mean, a
something.
literal definition is
About jungles. That's the literal
understood by
definition.
few, mysterious, or secret.
Mysterious jungles. Secret jungles. Understood by few jungles.
Alright. Interesting.
Interesting jungles.
I don't know how that really. Well,
You'll
Because
never
of
know. The jungle
frickin'
only knows.
Orbs. The magic
Oh,
shit.
jungle orbs?
yeah, that was the other thing. Like, Arcane goes with magic, but there's
Yeah,
not
magic
really much
jungles.
magic in the show.
There's no jungles in this show. It's magic jungles.
I forget what the hell that. Oh, because of the hex tech shit, right?
Oh, hex
That was that-
jungles now?
all
There's
that
Witches
shit
live
is.
in this jungle?
I'm honestly not even sure what the name of this.
It's all about jungles. That's the name of the show.
Oh, that's jungle to jungle.
It is jungle.
Oh, I don't know. At least it's better than the Dota cartoon.
It's better than the jungle cartoon. Not that much.
I was recommended the Cyberpunk anime.
Oh, Jungle Punk?
I was also recommended that. I have to watch that.
You should watch Jungle Punk. It's really good.
Apparently it's very
I
good.
have no interest.
Neither is Jungle.
Kevin, I have no interest either, but it was recommended to me, so.
Yeah, that's good. That's why you talk about jungles.
Nah.
Why not?
Because you don't like jungles.
Any rumors this week?
No jungle rumors. Nothing. Nothing in the jungle of rumors. I got nothing for you.
Nothing? Wow, okay.
Nothing in the jungle of rumors. We're all good. The jungles are all jungled out.
What
Cool,
the fuck
cool,
does that
cool.
mean?
Cool.
You interpret it whatever you want. The jungle is mysterious. It works in mysterious ways.
You mean it works in jungly ways?
It works in jungle ways because that's what the jungle does.
Everyone thinks Halo is coming to PS5.
Halo's coming to jungle right
Why?
now, I'll tell you that much.
Because they're moving to Unreal Engine, so they think it's going to be easier to port.
They just rebranded to Jungle to Jungle Brand, right? That's what they rebranded to.
Halo.
Because 343 died and went into whatever they're called now, Jungle
there's
Brand.
a new Avatar action RPG game coming that's supposed to be a prequel to the show.
It's about jungles.
How's it a prequel to the show when he's unfrozen in the show? Are you playing as somebody
Because
I
he's
else?
in
think
the jungle.
they're going back to other avatars,
Yeah, the other jungles.
like before Kyoshi, I think.
Before
Damn,
Jungle.
I wanted to be Avatar Roku.
Nah, Avatar Jungle.
I mean, maybe it'll. But I don't know why they're doing a game. I thought it would just be like
It's a movie. It's called
animated
Jungle Avatar.
content. But
Yeah, it
I
could
guess
be fun.
they're never doing that again.
That's
It's
a world
only
I
jungle
would
content, no anime
would like to
content.
join, live in.
A
for
jungle
bit.
world?
Yeah, there's jungles in that world, so yeah,
It's jungles in that world.
I'd do
yeah, there
that. It'd be all about that.
are. Yeah,
Who would you
yeah,
pick
it's
if
all
you had to
about them
pick one of
jungles.
the powers? Which one?
Jungle power.
I'd probably go Earth.
Yeah, I want to go jungle.
Like water seems cool.
Well, a jungle's
Like-
cooler.
Probably go Earth.
Nah, jungle's
I'm
the
feeling the air.
best. I'm feeling jungle.
Interesting. Honestly, I could see them doing air because it's like, I mean, those people are all wiped out in the show.
They're all jungled out. The jungle came in and jungled their asses up. They've become one with the
It'd be
jungle.
fun. I hope you just play as like a Sokka type.
I hope
Got
it
no
plays
powers.
a jungle type.
Just play as a
I want to be a
guy.
jungle.
And his boomerang.
And
Yeah.
his jungle. His jungle ring?
Alright, cool.
I've
been listening to Heavy as the Crown so
Heavy as
much.
the jungle?
Oh, you like that one?
God damn, I love the song now. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a good jungle.
Damn, Kevin had some things to say about the new Linkin Park.
Hey, jungle. We could
I
jungle
feel
ass
like that is the perfect comeback song that fits their sound from back in the day.
Kevin said, Heavy as the Crown is fucking terrible, and I don't even know what I just listened to. The rapping is too slow, the background music doesn't match, her voice is okay, but she's trying to scream too hard. And then he said the emptiness machine is better, but she's still trying too hard when screaming. And the lines for Mike Shinoda are too slow again.
Did
Just
Jungle
doesn't
just
sound
put that in the
good.
chat?
Oh, I guess he's trying something different.
No, this is a few days ago. He was texting me.
Ah,
They're always,
Man,
they're always
Jungle's gonna wake
looking
his
to
ass up right now.
I like the emptiness
evolve their
machine more.
sound.
I'll be honest.
Okay.
I enjoy her voice on that song way more than Heavy as the Crown. I think she's a great singer, but most of the time I'm just like, it's not hitting as hard as I want it to. And when I listen to it now, I'm just like, I'm not even thinking about like old Linkin Park or Chester or anything. It's just not like a version of music where it's like it just doesn't hit, and I want it to hit so bad, and I just can't get it to hit. But Emptiness Machine is the closest. That's the one I've repeated the most, but I've only listened to it like 15 times since it came out.
Okay. I did listen to that one again too, and it is resonating more with me.
Yeah.
After listening to it again.
I'll retry Heavy as a Crown. Maybe it'll stick. But it's nice to see they're back.
Yeah.
In a way. So.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of their documentary, or not documentary, but like interviews and stuff, and
yeah.
Mike just like talking about things and how they got through the whole thing with Chester. And
yeah.
How they weren't ever like actively looking for somebody; they were just kind of waiting to see if somebody would come around that does end up fitting the role, but they were never actively pursuing like a return.
Yeah. I kind of wish they went with somebody different. Not like, it's not that I don't like her. I just, there's aspects of her voice where I'm like even when she does that, like, what is it, like 30, 45-second long scream in Heavy as the Crown?
It's
just,
like
it
14 seconds.
It feels like it's way longer.
Yeah.
It's just, it does not hit as hard as I feel like it should. And it's not that her voice is bad, it's just the type of screaming she's doing. Like, the emotion's not coming out for me. And I feel like, now, I'm not saying there's somebody better they could have got. I think I wanted a little bit of a different sound. But again, it's just different strokes for different folks at that point.
Fair.
All right. Anything else? Genesis? Any jungles you want to talk about, or?
Nah, all the jungle's jungled out.
Rainforests, or?
Nah, I'm pretty
deserts,
jungled out.
maybe? Switch it up?
I will say,
Tundras?
I was so pissed when these two just kept talking about jungles. That's why I was just so fucking agitated with that. Shut the fuck up, you two fucking nerds talking about some jungle-ass bullshit in League of Legends. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I get that.
Anyway.
I get that.
Yeah, you know. Well, anyway, you know, I'm gonna main Goku when I'm in Sparking Zero, just wrecking Vegetas.
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about that. We need to talk about what's next for Genesis. There's like 900 games on your list. What's going on? What's your attack plan for the rest of the year here?
Oh God, attack! I'm gonna have to start playing Sparking Zero because I wanna play the multiplayer and actually get good at it.
If he wakes up, somebody let me know.
I got you. I'll let you know.
Thanks. I can't do
that. Stop.
I'm gonna try and play Sparking Zero online because I actually want to get good at the game and do well. But I need to drop the other games that I'm doing to get back in that 16. I need to finish 16. I need to finish Persona 3, and I need to start FF7 Remake before I start Silent Hill or Metaphor, because Metaphor is going to be a 120-hour game, and Silent Hill is probably going to be like another 50 hours.
You bought Silent Hill?
Yeah. I have to go pick it up from GameStop, the wretched fucking place.
When did you buy that?
I did the in-store pickup for that one. I don't know.
Oh. I didn't know you were buying that.
I did already. At least. I'm 99% sure I did. Yeah, I have a receipt in my wallet for Silent Hill too. But, what do you call it? My plan of attack is just to finish the 2 Final Fantasies, Persona 3, and get rid of that backlog that I have there for those 3 incomplete games that I have. I still have Neo Collection and Valkyrie Elysium.
That a lot.
I haven't even started yet, and I need to finish those 3 games first.
I mean, the 2 things he just named were like 100-hour RPGs.
Yeah.
So
I have 100, almost 140.
So.
Yeah, but you don't ever finish a game.
Yeah, your list is like Kevin's list. Yeah, you have a list, but like, will you ever get there? I wouldn't bank
No.
on it. Kevin
At least
was
I'll
like,
make the
I want
effort
to
to
buy
get to the end.
Astrobot. And if Kevin, you're awake, I want you to hear this. If Kevin was like, I want to buy Astrobot, and he bought it after I was like, play Astro's Playroom first, because it's good, and also just do it. And then he played it for 6 minutes, and he hasn't touched it since. And it's
He
getting
wasn't
to a
awake to do
point
that,
where he's
but
probably
yeah.
never going back.
That's the problem. That's the problem. And I don't like. Now I also started Dead Space, and I'm gonna end up finishing that at some point. But fuck, it's just so many games and not enough time to
It's
do all.
so
Like,
difficult playing games now. I mean, I'm Genesis, so we don't have kids, but like, I can't even imagine what it's like now for you. But like, the fact that
I'm
you're still
losing too
on
much
almost
sleep.
every night
Yeah,
is
I'm losing too much. So
insane to me.
the last 2 nights I went to sleep at 4, and I shouldn't have. And I'm like, it's starting to get to me now, where I'm like, fuck, I can't keep losing sleep like this. I have to go to sleep. I have to get some rest.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because the kids wake up at 7. They're up at 7:30 in the morning, and they
fuck
want me to get
freaks,
off.
go back to bed. Jesus, enjoy it while you can.
Freaks.
You fucking.
I mean, they sleep for 12 hours, so
You guys
they
feel
go to
like I was
sleep at
Deacon
like
St.
7:30.
John for a second? Fucking freaks. It's a Days Gone reference. A game that Kevin played, got 7 hours in, and then just stopped after gloating about it for so long. Same with Genesis. What the hell, man? You both were like so like into that game for like 4 days.
I think I still have it.
I know
Did
you
I
still
trade it
own
in?
it.
Well, I might have traded it in.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It was free on Plus at one point, so you still own it. But
I have to
like,
look up there and see.
wild. Absolutely wild to me.
I mean,
It's just y'all. You one day, Genesis 3 weeks ago, you were like, I was telling you like Astrobot, you should play that, and you're like, I just don't have time for it. And then like the other night, you were playing Dead Space, a game that just was like, yep, that's the one. Like, I'm not saying you should be playing Astrobot, but you being like, I have no time for anything, and then all of a sudden just throwing another game on there. What are you doing to yourself, man?
I know. I thought about it, and I was like, because Helldivers isn't there, and I was expecting you to come on. I was going to play that. I didn't want to change the disc to Final Fantasy.
That's why I was like, no, I'm committing to what I'm playing.
I know.
Like, I want to get it done, and I finally got it done, and I still have more games to go. But
it was a moment of weakness for me, and I looking back, I'm like, I shouldn't have started it. Now I'm stuck in that too. And
now I have to add Minecraft to my list of games because the PS5 version comes out.
Yeah.
This month in like
Oh no.
10, 15 days, 22nd I think, and then hopefully that doesn't require trophies, and if it does, I'm going to that fucking server. And then Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered comes out the 31st.
Yeah, you're gonna get that.
And I'm gonna get that $10, not bad. And then I also want to platinum Last of Us Part 1. I think it's a new trophy list.
Oh, okay.
Which I would prefer, if I'm honest. I would love to 100% that game again. But Last of Us Part 1, I told Genesis already, I want to platinum that game on Halloween. I want that to be my scary game this year. Even though it's not scary, but I feel like getting the platinum on that on Halloween would be cool. But there's just so many things where it's like, and then you were telling me, oh, play Road 96. Why the fuck would I play Road 96 when I have 900 games? I have it downloaded and it's now added to my backlog.
Yeah,
but like,
it's a 7-hour platinum, easy platinum, dude.
Yeah, but a 7-hour platinum is 7 hours I don't have.
Same. Oh god, and I started the Nonary games on that too. Fuck.
Yeah, you started the Nonary. You just keep starting things. Turn it into Kevin.
I'm trying to go back and finish them. I'm almost done with.
Yeah, to your credit, you went back. You finished Stellar Blade. You never left that, if I'm honest.
No.
You went back to Final Fantasy 16, and the game kind of screwed you over for a second there, but you'll be back to that soon.
Yeah, I know. I'll be able to platinum and I'll be done with it. So.
Like, it's just crazy.
Oh yeah, dude.
Desinota, your game list, I have no idea what your gaming activities are. I'll never understand how you game. It confuses the shit out of me. Only because I relate to you a lot, because it's like, okay, I want a game, but I also want to watch movies and TV shows. Fuck, I gotta pick. So, for the last 7 years of my life, I have decided that if anybody's on PlayStation, I'm playing a game or I'm watching YouTube. And if nobody's on, I'm watching a TV show or a movie. Or I'm watching YouTube.
That's a good way to do it.
And if after it gets like post 9 p.m., game time. Before that, I'm trying to watch a movie or a TV show. Because I've been also keeping track of what I've watched this year, and I have 41 things watched, not including YouTube stuff, obviously.
Wow.
But games on my backlog, I've removed 16 games.
Nice. I don't know. I think I've only gotten like 2 platinums this year.
Yeah, these the 16 aren't all platinums. Like
No. But I think for just platinum count, I've only gotten like 2.
Hermit's Tic Tac Toe. It's not a platinum.
That was last year, was it not?
No, that was this year. That was earlier in the year.
Tic Tac Toe.
Hermit's Tic Tac Toe.
Yeah,
AC Valhalla Dawn of Ragnarok. That wasn't that new Spider-Man 2 New Game Plus. That wasn't.
No.
I'm tempted to start up Miles Morales around the holidays on PS4 so I can get that platinum because I just love that game but also I just don't want to downgrade. But
it's gonna feel weird.
It's gonna feel weird, but at the same time, like, should still be fine. Insomniac are crazy when it comes to games.
It's true. Alright, well, that's enough of Kevin snoring. I'm going to end the show now since he's sleeping still.
Alright. Backlogs. We're still working through them. Every day we get closer.
The attack plan, though, is definitely getting the 2 Final Fantasies out of the way, Persona out of the way, and then tackling...
By the end of the year, you want to do all of that.
Oh, God. I think I could probably get Persona and Final Fantasy 16 done by the end of the year. I don't know if F7 remake is going to happen before the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. I think those 2, though, because I'm pretty sure I'm 75% of the way for P3 Reload, and then I am 90% of the way for FS16. So, doing those 2 should be pretty reasonable by the end of the year. Adding FF7 remake in there, though, that's no way. That's another 100-hour game. Fucking Metaphor is gonna be another 120-hour game. Dragon Ball I'm gonna play, but I'm only gonna play like how I had that Call of Duty shit going on, where I was just playing multiplayer and that shit. That's what I'm gonna use Dragon Ball for. It's the multiplayer game that I'm gonna have.
Yeah.
So.
Alright.
And then obviously we'll be doing Helldivers.
Justin Otto, yeah, that's only Saturdays now.
Yeah, essentially.
Just with one exception. So.
Oh,
Justin Otto, think of your plan of attack. Let us know. Let us know next week. What's coming up?
Oh.
Alright. Well, thank you all for joining another episode of Crafting and Chat. You can catch us every Tuesday at 10:30. Twitch.tv/craftingandchat. YouTube.com/starting too late with 2 R's. And, go vote that law into effect of congressmen cannot trade or sell stocks.
That is not a thing that we can vote on as of yet.
Well, it'll be coming. Don't worry about it. If it is, vote it and make it a thing.
They probably have to vote on it themselves. So.
Yeah. Everybody have a great rest of your week and a good Columbus Day weekend. And Godspeed to anybody going through Milton right now. Prayers and thoughts are with you guys. So. Sorry that you guys got to go through that.
Yeah, Milton's nuts.
Yeah,
Milton's absolutely nuts. I saw hold on. I got to read this thing real fast that I saw. Oh, shit. Did I delete it? How do you get to your deleted? Oh, there. This guy said, this is nothing short of astronomical. I'm at a loss for words to meteorologically describe you. The storm's small eye and intensity. 897 megabytes of pressure with 180 mile per hour max sustained winds and gusts 200 plus miles an hour. This is now the 4th strongest hurricane ever recorded by pressure on this side of the world. The eye is tiny at nearly 3.8 miles wide. this hurricane is nearing the mathematical limit of what Earth's atmosphere over this ocean water can produce. That was over 24 hours ago, and as of this recording of this podcast, the hurricane has gotten stronger. Just want to
Has
point
it
that out.
passed through Florida yet or no?
No, it hits Florida tomorrow. It should be only a category 3 or 4, or not only. It should be downgraded to a 3 or 4. Currently, it's making its way through Mexico. But it's expected to pass through Florida tomorrow. I think at night or like in the evening or something like that.
Damn.
But it's supposed to weaken. But also, so far, it has not.
Good luck.
So,
Good luck,
and a
Florida.
lot of the areas are still suffering from Helene, destroying the shit out of them. So, but
Yeah.
you
I
know.
think thankfully most of the northern Florida got that, not southern, but southern's about to get ass kicked for
Yeah,
melting.
Tampa Bay, where it's expected to get hit, has not had a hurricane hit there since 1929 or something like that. Like a direct hit. They haven't had a direct hit hurricane since the 20s.
Oh my god.
So,
That's
all right,
scary.
well, good luck to everybody.
Yep. And see you guys next Tuesday. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye. Also, do you think Kevin's dreaming about us naked?
He is.
I think he is.
He's
Just
dreaming
watching
about
our
my
big old
jungle.
floppy titties flopping around, going, I wish they had slit tits. Hell yeah.
Oh.
Tit slits? Uh-oh.